Hello, I'm Keith Kendrick, magazine's editor of BBC Good Food, and I'm here with food content creator Ernestina Agje. By day, she's a marketing manager for a bank, but by weekends and evenings, she creates fantastic Ghanaian food, some of which features on the Good Food World in Your Kitchen video series. Today, she's going to tell us 3 things we need to know about Ghanaian cooking. Hi, Ernestina. So,
Hello.
talk us through the essentials of Ghanaian cooking.
So, Ghanaian cooking, where do I even begin? Like, it is just amazing. It's so flavoursome, and there's just so many ingredients that go together with it. And if you like spice, a lot of our dishes are quite spicy. So there's so many ingredients. I mean, we use plantain to cook, and I love plantain because it's just so versatile. You can boil plantain, you can fry plantain, you can mash the plantain, and there's also loads of different types of plantains. So there's the green plantain, which we usually use to boil, and then you have the yellow ripe plantain that you can fry, and it's quite sweet as well. And a lot of people sometimes ask me, what is plantain? And the best way for me to describe it is like the banana's cousin. So like that's one of the main ingredients that we use. And one of the most popular dishes in Ghana is called fufu, where we use boiled plantain and cassava and we pound it together. And you can serve that with many soups like peanut soup, light soup, fish soup, so all types of soup. So that is one of the main dishes that we have there.
That sounds fantastic.
Thank
So,
you.
what other dishes would you recommend that people could perhaps recreate at home?
So one of my other favorites, which I always have when I go to Ghana, is called grilled tilapia. So the tilapia fish, and basically what people can do is make their own marinade with using Scotch bonnet, garlics, onions, and whatever you want to add, garlic powder, onion powder, and anything. You mix that together and use it as a marinade and put it on top of the fish and inside the fish and just grill it in the oven. It's such an easy and simple recipe. I've actually got a full recipe on my YouTube video. And you can pair that with fried plantain, fried yam, and it's just so nice. And we also have it with our black chili sauce. So that is something I would definitely recommend for people to have.
Is it quite a firm fish? Is it
It,
tilapia?
it is very firm and very tasty and very easy to make.
So
Very easy, one of my favorites.
makes it perfect for grilling.
Yes, yes, very perfect for grilling. Yeah.
What's meal times like in a typical Ghanaian community? You know, the rituals, traditions, anything that's kind of essential to the whole
Yeah.
experience.
One thing I love about Ghanaian cooking and dishes that it brings people together. So whenever I go to Ghana, I have all my aunties and cousins, and everyone is cooking together. And we don't tend to make food in small portions. We use like large pots. And for example, the fufu that I talked about earlier, you kind of use like a motion, a pounding motion to make that. So you have someone that's pounding the fufu, and then you have someone that's flipping it. So it's like teamwork makes a dream work and makes an amazing meal. So you kind of bring everyone together, and then we also, once it's time to eat, we have large dishes which we serve it in, and everyone kind of like eats at the same time, the same household. So I just love Ghanaian food. It just brings everyone together because everyone will have a job to do. There's so many components, from slicing all of the onions to washing this to seasoning. There's just so many different components. So it just brings everyone together, really.
It sounds great. In your World in Your Kitchen video,
Yeah,
you were cooking. It was uh, garden eggs
garden
with
eggs. Yeah,
boiled plantain, and you
yeah.
used a very special kind of grinding bowl. I think it's called
Yes,
sanka. Tell
that is
us about
Sanka pot. Yeah, so when it comes to cooking, that pot is like my best friend. So the easiest way to describe it is like a manual blender. So people call me a Sankatina because I just love that pot. So it's a clay earthware pot, and you just slice, for example, your onions, your garlic, your Scotch bonnet. You put it in the pot, and then you've got something called a tapoli, which you use to grind. And because the pot has ridges in it, it makes it
that?
easier to grind it, and it kind of formulates into this paste. And I really love using this pot because it saves you from using a blender where you have to add water, which kind of dilutes the flavor. So that's why I just love that pot. And it's not just used to cook, it's also a pot that we use to serve our food and eat from, typically fufu or maybe something like banku and things like that. So yeah, that is like my favorite pot.
It just looks so efficient and easy to use. Once you've got that technique, that rocking
Yes,
technique sorted out, then I think
it's all in the wrist. Once you've got the technique sorted out, that's fine, and you won't need to go to the gym for your arms. I mean, the Sanka pot works out my arms, so I'm good in that department.
absolutely brilliant. I mean, people have got to check that out on the World in Your Kitchen video on BBC Good Food. Ernestina, thanks so much for joining us today. It's been really, really insightful. I didn't know much about Ghanaian cooking, but I really feel informed now. And
Thank
everybody,
you.
go and check out Ernestina's Instagram feed on at Etina. Let me spell that: ETINAA. I think I've got that
Thank
right, Ernestina.
Yes, you have. Thank you so much. It's been
Thanks
a pleasure talking to you, and I'm one of the best interviewees I've ever had in a while. So thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure, and I do hope you make your own garden egg stew as well, and show me how it turns out.
I'm going to pay you the money for that comment later. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.